Welcome to a return to oneness. My name is Eddie, and I help people open their hearts. Today's topic is the Stairway to Heaven, from the book 40 Days Walking in Peace, Your Path to Heaven's Gate. Today's quote comes from the book Return to Oneness, A Course, and the quote is, "How can you know whether you choose the stairway to heaven or you're on the road to hell? Quite easily. How do you feel? Do you often wonder if you are doing the right thing? Or have you ever questioned if what you are doing is helping you in any manner? In other words, has your spiritual path led you to the stairway to heaven? If you have ever entertained these questions, do not feel alone. Most people question this from time to time. Yet how are you to know? Today's quote gives you the answer. And what a simple answer it is. For the quote simply instructs you to ask yourself, how am I feeling? The answer, if you are honest with yourself, will immediately let you know exactly where you are. Remember, there are only two emotions, love or fear. One we created, the other one we didn't. One leads directly to hell, the other but leads you to heaven itself. Yet understand, love and fear cannot dwell in the same house at the same time. For you will either choose love or fear, but you cannot choose both simultaneously. Furthermore, we have been taught that fear has many manifestations, all complements of the deceptive nature of the ego. Why is this? Because the ego knows you will not tolerate fear for very long. So it has created fear-based emotions such as anger, hatred, loneliness, jealousy, greed, envy, arrogance, grandiosity, and pride, just to name a few. However, regardless of what the feeling is named, it is nothing more than fear wrapped in a different box. Yet why does fear or any of its manifestations mean that you are walking the pathway to hell? The answer lies in nothing more than understanding what fear really is and where it comes from. Fear is the effect of guilt, and guilt is the effect of believing that we separated from God. For beneath all the pretenses, we believe that we denied God. Therefore, we believe we denied everything. And in that moment, we denied love. Terror swept through our minds, for we believed we will be punished for this denial. This is even found in the Bible. For in 1 John chapter 4, verse 18, it is written, "There is no fear in love, but perfect love drives out fear, because fear has to do with punishment. The one who fears has not been made perfect in love." Listen closely at that Bible verse. It is showing you that fear has to do with the belief in punishment. Now ask yourself this question. If God is perfect love, and perfect love has no fear, then is it possible for God to be angry, since anger itself stems from fear? Of course he cannot experience anger, for perfect love knows not fear. However, the ego has led you to believe God can experience anger, since you experience it. After all, the ego says, weren't you created in his image and likeness? Herein lies the deceit used by the ego to keep you in guilt and fear. For the ego whispers that God is just like you. O child of God, do not listen to the temptings and distractions of the ego. God cannot experience fear or any of its manifestations, for that would make God as insane as the ego. Can you yet see this? It is folly to believe otherwise. Understand then that fear is hell, and when you are experiencing any of the manifestations of fear, know that you have chosen hell over heaven. Yes, you chose it. You are responsible. You are not a victim, for you believe fear, anger, rage, and all other dark emotions are real. And because you believe in their reality, you will see and experience them, for this is in accordance with the law of responsibility. Do you value fear more than love? Conflict more than peace? Sorrow more than joy? For if you find yourself in hell, then you value darkness more than light. But judge not yourself for this, for you have not made an unforgiving error. You simply chose wrong. Realize then that it is always within you to choose again, for heaven always remains just a thought away. It is never any farther than your next thought. Come now to understand, you were created in the image of perfect love. Let not fear enter your mind, for fear is not real, because God denied you not. You are in this most holy moment, just as God first brought you forth in his mind. His love for you has not changed or withered. It remains as perfect today as it always has been. Here then is your freedom and your release from guilt and fear. They can no longer control you lest you choose it. Make the only choice that is truly possible. Choose heaven. Choose love. Choose yourself. If you would like more information, you may find us on our website at onenessthecourse.com. Thank you for listening. Peace, love, and joy to you and to all who listen to this program. Know in this most holy moment that you are loved and that you are love itself. You are peace and you are joy, for those are your birthright.